I know. Testing. No, just fine.
Was not working.
We're good.
You doing this? Dang.
That's your Tim. Good job.
What's going on, everybody? Yours truly, DJ your boy.
Will Navia Johnson.
Social butterfly fly.
And we are at the latest episode of Happy Hour Real Bot Podcast.
Pow, pow.
Man.
what kind of gun is that?
Pew.
You did that. You didn't do you did that.
Is that not how you do it? I ain't never played with no gun. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Good. It's a good thing.
I do want to go to the shooting range though, because it seems fun. But I'll probably shoot like this. You know
Girl,
what I'm saying?
they kick you out.
Yeah,
Are you
probably.
serious?
Look at you.
They might shoot you.
Doing that.
They might shoot you.
If the target's
For
in front of me.
endangering everybody else.
Are you serious?
Start with axe throwing, Capitan.
Oh, okay.
That was fun.
Yeah, you can't even like.
I'm just saying because I don't want to shoot anybody. Like I don't even like hitting squirrels because like when you see them like running around, I'll be like, oh no. Sorry.
What kind of squirrels are you hitting?
With the ones that's out there, and you guys stay in the country, and so like they be like don't know which way they want to go.
I understand they bob and weave and stuff
exactly,
like that. Yeah.
and I close my eyes. I'm like,
Girl, you're gonna kill somebody trying to avoid some squirrels.
sorry, squirrel. Sorry.
I hate squirrels for my own reasons.
You get to go first this week.
Yay.
Y'all talk about squirrels.
Yeah.
At least someone's killing them and making squirrels too.
Oh, that's so nasty. Who does that?
I don't know, probably someone in the backwards somewhere.
I'm about to say it's country. That's good.
That country.
I
That
knew
country.
you was nasty.
I ain't never eaten no squirrel.
I would.
And they were that's wrong. That was the wrong one. I was like, what? That ain't no question. Okay. Let's see. Should every female or male have a plan B? A backup plan when it comes to being in a relationship?
Yes.
So you already going in a relationship knowing that it ain't gonna work, basically.
No, I think this once you get into a relationship, if you know that it's not forever, you need to start planning your next move instead of just leaving.
So
You
why
gotta have a
even get in a
plan.
relationship then if you...
Well,
I think
every
this is why it
relationship
takes. I think this is why it takes men like so long. It's part of the reason why it takes like a lot of men
Y'all
so
be
long
overthinking it.
to like want to advance to the next part. Because for us, we don't feel like
It's
it should. Like if we are putting everything into you, then like there is no backup plan.
Especially if you put money, that's basically you're investing. Give my money back, bitch. The fuck? Interest, though. Just saying it. I'm just saying, if you put money in there, it's like, give me money. Yes.
It's more so just like the effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the things that kill me the worst after a relationship is the fact that they failed. Not even how.
But what I'm thinking is, when you say a backup plan or whatever, I'm thinking like, okay, well, basically, you just going in that thing like, this probably ain't even gonna work. So let me go ahead and keep this other one.
I mean, a lot of people do that, but I don't know. I guess personally, and this is just a personal thing for me, I feel like if I'm doing that, then that's energy I'm not putting into the person I'm with.
Ooh, okay. That could be true. So maybe you should put your all into it. Maybe.
You know, we say it, you know, but who does it?
I have a problem with it because it's like, I'm not about to be nobody's backup plan. I should be plan A.
You know, I could say the same thing, but what would I be saying about every woman who's gotten married before they met me, had kids before me? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, you can look at yourself as a backup plan, or you can look at yourself as the new plan.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. I don't know. I feel it, I guess. So
it's a different story now when you know somebody and they know what was up from Jump Street. Mm-hmm. They went and did that, like pulled a Jenny pretty much from Forrest Gump.
Okay, I'm like, who's Jenny? Oh yeah, because she knew she wasn't gonna marry Forrest, but then she went back to him.
She done went all through all that shit, then caught the magic. You know what I'm saying? I swear she had AIDS in that movie.
She did.
Did she?
They say she died from something else. But
No, I
it
thought she
just
died.
kinda-
I thought she died from AIDS.
It sounded like AIDS.
I have to
That's what
go
thought.
see.
Because she died in like the early '80s.
And then all them drugs and sex she was doing.
Yeah.
She was wilding out.
I was about to say,
No.
I don't remember them saying it
Yeah,
in
she
the
was sleeping around
storyline.
with everybody. I mean, clearly you can see the movie. She's
Fucking
sleeping with
playing
everybody.
guitar naked and
But
shit.
it wasn't in the storyline. I
Of
might as well
course.
watch the movie
Yes, it was.
again.
Her
The
different-
Forrest loved her anyway.
Yes, he did.
She just had a rough life.
That's
She
all.
did have a rough life. Daddy issues and shit. I understand. But damn. Forrest had a rough life too.
And Forrest didn't have a backup.
He went to Vietnam.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch the movie again because it's like I can see glimpses. I can remember glimpses of it. I have to go see it again.
They show it all the time on TV.
Oh,
That and Shawshank Redemption.
oh okay. So so basically, okay, I got one. Say you're engaged,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
and then, and you're like, yo, you might have to have a backup plan. But you engaged, so why are you already thinking about a backup?
Exactly. You just answered your own question.
That's not how I see it, though. Usually, I feel like a backup plan is for when you've been in a relationship to a certain point and you don't feel like that relationship is gonna.
Even when you're
Continue.
engaged, though.
Like backup plans.
You just
for the
said, did you
dating
not just
stage.
say earlier, though, that unless you're married, you're single?
Don't do that. Don't.
But
Don't
my
use
friend who has just recently gotten divorced said the same thing. She said, unless you have it ironclad and is legal, you're single. You can break up a regular relationship, an engagement, you
Engagement.
can break up all that stuff and not have any additional ties. Now, when you're married, you got all the legal stuff, then you
Yeah.
got kids, you got custody, you got property.
Yeah, that's true. Investments, like we were
All that
talking
stuff.
about. Yeah, that's
Man.
true too.
And that's kind of real too. Like, because like most of my clients that book a wedding a year in advance,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even write it down.
What? Why not? Because they're gonna break up before they even make it down the aisle.
80% of them don't make it to the end.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Because the heat just got turned up just a little bit. Just because
Ooh.
they're engaged. And
Yeah.
it's too much. It breaks
So
the
you don't even
relationship.
write it down, unless they done gave you a deposit, and then you know they're gonna get married.
No, there are probably people that gave them money that still ain't get married. They just
Oh.
wanted
A lot fewer have gave me money and not gotten married. But,
Did you have to give the refund back?
nah.
Oh.
If you...
That's
usually,
true.
usually if you put
service
down a deposit, you don't
and
get
you
no
decide
deposit
not to
back.
do it for whatever reason, that's on you. Yeah.
Mm.
But, nah, still, that's a...
That's well, yeah, that's true. So all the way down to until you actually marry, because I was always told, like, when you file your taxes, if you engage and you file those taxes and you still putting single, then guess what? You're single.
I feel
Still.
like...
Who's filing taxes engaged is joint. You're not legally married.
There's people that been together for like 10 years and sign their thing as if they're like married.
You
or-
mean common law, which I don't think they do anymore.
Yeah,
They
they
used to-
canceled that in Alabama at least.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I wonder why they did that. That's messed up.
Because probably someone higher up was with someone for 10 years, they took them to the cleaners.
Uh-huh.
That's usually what happens. If someone
Ah.
is higher up, they got a little bit of money,
Mm-hmm.
and something happens to them, then it disappears.
That's crazy.
It only helped people that like couldn't get married.
Mhm.
For real. And now anybody can get married. So
You gotta have that backup plan.
like you always had like the same sex couples who would live together and would always act straight even though they in the same house. They clearly are together.
Well, you
Old
know,
people are funny like that now.
Well, you know, people make jokes about that, about how, you know, same-sex couples wanted to get married, and now all of them are getting married, and a lot of them are getting divorced, and they're having to go to court and fight over property and stuff, and beating each other up, and all this mess. They're like, well, y'all see what everyone else has to deal with.
And what's funny
Y'all
is
wanted
it's
to
the
get married.
same relationship problems.
Yeah, that's normal.
It's just same sex. That's it. It's all the same issues.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're just so
Same sex.
tickled by that, Robert.
Because it's funny. Like, it's just throwing the rich and how you have, like, a whole image of stuff, how you raise, and then, like, you see it just a different way. It's like, yeah, it's just hilarious.
Okay, who's going
People are
next?
the
in
same.
cup? So, in closing, have a backup plan. Get that right. as
What?
Navia would say.
Well, I just say that because the person you with may have a backup plan. You never know.
Ooh, that is true too.
You
If
could
they
be.
do, they don't need to be with me.
You,
Could you-
Robert, you wouldn't even know if they had a.
Well, no, because here's the thing
I'm
now.
saying it.
Did I think now people feel like, oh, there's so many options out there. I'm going to settle for someone, but then I'm going to keep on playing. No, that's not. If you want to be in a relationship, be in a relationship. Don't be I'm trying to keep on playing the field.
So be with one person.
If you're in a backup plan, then you ain't. That means you only got one foot in.
Oof. What if you go to that backup
I
plan?
ain't putting all my effort in for you to only be halfway in. Like, nah.
Okay. Would you help your partner with child support if they have bad if they own some? They got
My
different
favorite
producers.
question. No. If you're not married, then no. But if you are married, I think no. I think no either way it go.
Because I see it as it technically isn't your responsibility. Well, it's not your responsibility because that person had a kid before they met you. It's their responsibility.
Ooh. But y'all in this together. It's a team thing. Guess what?
But when we both know how you are, you got a double standard. You'll be like, yeah, the guy need to be paying, but now I ain't gonna help pay.
Yeah, if he had the kid, you ain't paying shit.
Yeah. If you're the one waiting for the child support, you're like, both of y'all need to pay. Give me my money. See, look, that look how your face says yes.
Mm-mm.
You guys know me so well. I'm just so proud of you.
That's nothing to be proud of.
So proud of you. I feel like because even because the stories I have heard about someone that I know where they're not even married and she's helping out with his kids. I'm like, they're not even married. What the fuck are you doing? They're his kids. Let him take care of his kids.
Everybody got like their own situations though that they all like. Some people don't mind doing that because for some people they see that the kids are in a certain situation and for them it's just about the kids. You know what I'm saying? If they see that the dad is doing the effort, they see that mama's putting as much effort as possible in, they're not gonna mind helping just because they see that they doing what they can do and they just need the help. There's nothing wrong in helping somebody out in that situation.
I think there's a difference between helping and taking advantage of. Because if you're talking about a situation I know about, then this person already pays child support, but she's helping him pay for extra stuff for his kids. And my thing is like, if you have your own kids, you shouldn't be giving other people's kid more than you're giving your own child.
I couldn't see myself being on child support. Like,
You never know, Robert. Some of these chicks,
they
petty like
I'm just
that.
gonna go to
Try to
court
track
and get my kid. Like,
okay.
I'm just gonna get full custody
Okay.
because, like, yeah. Not saying I could do it, but I ain't gonna be on child support.
Yeah.
I promise you, I'll have that kid at least half the time. Like, I just don't see myself taking that route. But
I just bump that because it's like, okay, yeah, it's his kid and whoever he had the kid with, but it's like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, I'm not gonna help you pay for child support. What the fuck is the mother doing? Because that's not happening. Like, you're not gonna take money from my house and collect over there.
Because
Hell
to me, a
no.
regular person realistically still got a job, and they only get a little bit of child support. Now these celebrities with all these kids and their child support, their babies' mamas are trying to live off these situations.
they looking at like alimony payments.
Pretty much
Seriously.
a lot of them are living out those situations.
Yeah.
Like one of them that I'm thinking of, for example, she got what, 3 kids, 2 baby daddies.
What? Who is this? Who is this celebrity?
She's not a celebrity,
Oh God.
but
She an
I mean,
Instagram hoe?
no, okay.
She an Instagram hoe?
No.
Hmm.
She was an athlete in college. See, these are, okay, one of them was a pro football player.
Okay.
The other one was a basketball player.
Okay.
She gets like $300,000 from
What
one of
the
them for the. I mean, which isn't bad because it's spread over 12 months. But then the other one, she's like, "Oh, I need a couple million because we were together this long, and he just signed this big contract. But pretty much, he doesn't have to work." And she's like in her early 30s, but she got 3 kids.
And they still pumping her up with the sperm juice. They still letting her get kids.
I think she's done. I don't think she having any more
Thank
kids.
God. Who is this? Who is this person? What's her name?
I don't know her name.
Oh,
I just know who her baby
Man.
daddies are.
That's crazy as hell, living off of child support. Who does that?
I just ain't built like that. I could be a millionaire. I'm still going to work.
Right. And you're gonna try to fight for your kid or something, like if you were a millionaire, or you gonna pay that child support?
There's no such thing as child support with me. Like, it's not gonna happen. Anybody who like would try to get knocked up for me for child support, they dumb as hell.
Okay.
And I'm dumb as hell.
That
for
kind of
fooling
like,
with
you
them.
know, people are like spousal support. I need spousal support. All your kids are grown. You have no kids, but I need spousal support so I can get my bow ties and have my parties and live in my house. And, you know.
Yeah.
What if it was reversed here, Robert? You know what I'm saying? Like you were, married or whatever, and she was put on child support.
Why would she be on child support?
Because there's some dads out there that put their baby mamas on child support.
But if she's on child support,
That means she's a
in this
horrible
court
mother.
system, yeah, that means
That,
she's
I mean,
a
I
not
gotta say
shit
in the
mama.
U.S.,
And that's
usually they
saying-
don't put them on child support. Unless they're like the worst mother ever.
And
That's how they put them on child
yeah.
support.
And that's a reflection of me. So I'm with a not shit mama. Nah, it ain't going down like that.
No, okay. I'm just heard of some.
You gotta be not shit.
Yeah, because I say in the
You
U.S.
guys
in the
is
U.S.
not
And
true. I know
honestly, in the U.S. usually, in order for dad to get custody of the kids or to get child support, the mother has to be like the worst mother ever.
No.
Or like in the military where she
Yeah.
has to give her rights away or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
that's
But
a different
outside of
situation.
that,
I
if
know
it's just a
some-
And
regular,
if she in the military, she can take care of them kids.
Yeah.
No,
if it's some
no,
regular, if it's just some regular Susie on the street, though.
Yeah.
No, I know
She's
someone,
taking away, she's a paying
I know
child support.
someone
She's
that
a-
was put on child support by her husband. She wasn't a bad mom. He put her on child support. He sure did.
How did he get
And
the?
raised the boys.
So how did he get the custody?
How did he get custody? I don't know.
There's more to the story that you don't know, probably.
Yeah.
Because usually they don't, unless they feel like they need to be raised by their dad because he's a man. But usually they don't do
Are
that.
they teenagers or something?
Yeah, they were teenagers.
That's why
when
they
he got-
probably
They chose to.
Yeah, they probably
to live
after
with
a certain age they can choose.
Okay.
I think it's like 12 in Alabama.
Yeah, I think he got them. They were young. They were like 12. and
Yeah,
one was
so they got to
15.
choose.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
he's a
okay.
favorite parent. That's her crime.
No, he probably lets them do what they want because they, their mama ain't letting them do what they want to.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably letting them run buck wild and
Probably so.
do boys
Might be right.
things. Yeah, because you know she's like, not today. You know
She
they
was-
let
she
her
Or
do
was-
it.
she's overprotected.
She is very
Yeah, they're probably
overprotective.
right.
Yeah,
So they can't have no fun.
yeah. She was definitely overprotective. So yeah, you're right. Okay. Well, I guess they got to choose then, if that's the case.
But still, he asked for child support.
He did ask for child support.
Because
Yeah.
I'm sure she probably would just bought them wherever they wanted.
Yeah, she had money. She had a good job. Nice. She had a nice place.
He probably just dead because he was
I
angry
mean,
or
he
bitter.
probably needed it. Hell.
Probably.
Did he have a good job and stuff?
Yeah, he had a good job too. They both had a good job,
But
and he put her on child support. So yeah.
they really can't choose a parent either if y'all have joint custody.
I don't.
Is this even on topic anymore? Are we
Yeah,
still
we
on the
should-
same
We're
topic?
still
We're
talking
talking
about
about
child
Okay.
support. Because I was talking about she was put on child support, and so you was like, "There's."
I think there's probably more to the story that you don't know.
I can't remember. It happened so long ago when I was younger. So
So now they're adults.
Interesting.
yeah, the kids are adults now.
Hmm.
Barbara, you should. There's only like 5 in there, so.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but this little beard right here.
What you feeling it?
Mm-hmm.
Ultra.
It's crazy. I'm a DJ that doesn't really even. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't drink, but not as much as people think I do. I don't start drinking until the show for the week. Should you go to the club pregnant?
I mean, I don't know who's in the club pregnant. but
There-
no,
back in the
I feel like that used to be a thing.
Yeah.
I don't see that for real anymore.
I was about to
though.
say because
You mean like when they like the early 2000s.
Like,
Like
cause I seen
2006.
something
Man,
funny said
that
when I
was
was
a-
pregnant. Y'all, I did okay. Alright, I did go to the club when I was pregnant, but it was my sister's birthday, and she begged me. I think I was like 5 months. I was miserable. I didn't want to go, but I was in there. And then I ain't stay long, so I only stayed for a little bit. But why can't nobody go to the club pregnant? If the baby daddy can go to the club, she can go. I'm just saying.
Well, he doesn't have another human body. Another human in his body.
You know, you need to be at home with me then. If you baby daddy ain't going to the club, she can go. Let the woman go. Ain't like she gonna go in labor.
But also,
She
don't you hope you have a husband?
She ain't gonna go in labor, man.
That's what I'm saying. That you be out there dancing, then the water breaks.
People spill drinks on the floor. So what?
A
What
drink.
they gotta do with a water breaking? If a water break, it break.
Probably no one wants to give birth on a nasty club floor.
People gave birth in cars. Your point is,
But I think a car is cleaner than the floor of a club.
Yeah.
people done gave birth in a bathroom. So okay, keep
Some
going.
bathrooms are still cleaner than the floor of a club.
Okay, you know what? But yeah, I say let her go to the club and let her have her fun because the baby daddy's out there doing his thing. So let the
First off, I would hope not to have a baby daddy. I would want a husband. And my husband wouldn't
well,
be
if
in the
she's
club.
married, then she shouldn't be there, and he shouldn't be there. So
But also, you shouldn't be there getting secondhand smoke.
nah, a little smoke ain't never hurt nobody.
Do what you love to do.
That's what I'm saying.
Being in the club pregnant.
Do what you love
know
to
how that
do.
baby gonna come out?
If that floats your boat.
Like twerking.
The baby's gonna come out perfectly fine. Perfectly. But yeah, back in the day though, I guess it was a thing because I did see a couple of people in there that was like pregnant at 47. Like, just wanted to get out, hang out with the crew.
Your friends need to take you to dinner. You don't need
Time
to
out.
take you need to go out to dinner. Don't go to the club.
Okay, wait. Are you saying? Okay, wait.
You need to go out to a meal.
Listen to this though.
You know you're pregnant and hungry.
So wait.
Yeah.
So are we talking about her being big and pregnant, or just like a week?
I mean, it's one thing if it's like a week or something like that. You
No,
don't know.
Olivia.
Well, no, here's the thing. If you don't
Still
know, if you
pregnant.
don't know you're pregnant, it's totally different than you being like 7 months pregnant up in the club. Like,
So she fine if she go and she 2 months pregnant, she can still go.
if she doesn't know, yeah.
She don't know if she 2 months, ain't she?
Girl, have you ever seen that show? I didn't know I was pregnant. They don't know they're pregnant.
That's bull crap, bruh. Like, so if she's like 2 months, then yeah, it's cool. Go ahead and go, but still.
Again, your
secondhand
friends should be considerate and be like, oh, we're gonna go to dinner and then we go into the club. You need to go home.
Like the first 6 weeks though, like
Go to the club.
they're like 50-50 if the baby's even gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like the most. If the baby makes it past that time, then you pregnant. You know what I'm saying? After about 6 weeks though, a lot of them don't make it that far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
After the
saying?
first trimester and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. A lot of people, the first trimester, it's like, it's not even still real yet. You know what I'm saying? By the second trimester, it hits them, they like, okay. We got a baby coming. You know what I'm saying?
You can find your area at the bar if you want to. Sip on a little bit of wine, and your friends go dance. And
I ain't gonna say like you shouldn't go to the club. People still want to be social. They still want to live their life.
Don't
If
be
you can,
drinking.
I mean, obviously be
You know what
responsible.
she said? Drinking some wine.
You can
She
drink
said
some wine.
Drinking some wine.
and drink some little wine. Ain't never hurt nobody. Just one glass.
Okay, yes, you can drink your glass of wine a day at the club.
Give it. I do know someone.
Whatever.
His mom used to do shots of whiskey when she was pregnant with him.
And how he see what I'm saying? He's fine. Like, yeah, drink up.
Look, some people are
But she
okay.
wasn't in the club.
Some people are not. Now, all that also has to do with your upbringing. If your mama was drinking like crazy while she was pregnant with you, then when you get your first taste of a drink, if you get that taste too early, then you're more likely to become addicted. Because for you, that's comfortable. For for you, your body's feeling that. And it's like, ooh, I felt that when I was concepted. Like, this is that good shit.
Oh,
Like, your body may act that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be playing with fire like that. Like, nah.
So you need to stay home and don't go to the club and don't be drinking.
All these people that smoked while they was pregnant, it was crazy because for so long, for a while I was growing up, all I kept hearing was people that were dying from cancer. Like, when you look at like the baby boomers and all of that, how many of them died from cancer? And it's like, that's insane. Like, just from what I see from those like individuals, and a lot of that, when I look at like what cancer does and how it sort of like affects people, it comes from you putting something in your body that's not natural. Like cigarette smoking. It's not something that's natural for your body. It's not natural for you to intake like that. So it causes cancer. Back when everybody was smoking like crazy in the 50s and 60s, before they knew it was a thing, they came out here smoking while pregnant, doing all that other shit, and it made their kids more susceptible to other shit. I'm not a doctor. Do not come up here quote me and talk about like... But it's just stuff that I pay attention to.
Well, smoking was normalized because you have to remember until the 80s, they still had smoking cigarette ads on TV and in magazines. And what was his name? Charlie the Camel. They used to sell like stuffed camels.
I was born 1990, so
see, I remember this stuff. But yeah, they used to
Camel's the cigarette.
Yes, and they used to sell stuffed camels to bear.
Oh my god!
It was very normalized.
Yeah, can't be just doing anything. But anyways, in the club while pregnant.
Veto. Don't do it.
Do it. I say do it. Be you.
Whatever floats your boat. But at the same time, understand, like for me, I'm about the kids. I can't tell you for sure that listening to Mozart is going to be better for your kid than listening to NBA Youngboy while you still baking. I can't tell you if that's going to work or not. You know what I'm saying?
You should not be around a bunch of cigarette smoke.
That's why I say, like, if they go to the club, it's like, okay.
But in a lot of establishments, you can't smoke in the club.
It is true.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as you ain't drinking, you straight. So
exactly. So it's actually kind of good to go to the club while you're pregnant.
I wouldn't call it a good thing.
I mean, I'd rather be at home doing nothing than just lounging around.
But like he said, like some pregnant women won't, they want to socialize with.
There are other ways to
I'd
socialize.
rather be with my pregnant woman at home or like in somewhere not around a lot of people.
Go to a restaurant. You go out to eat and go to movies and stuff like that and still socialize stuff.
That's nice. That's lovely.
Yeah.
She wants to say she wants to go to a club, okay?
Pregnant in the club?
I'm supporting it. Like, if she's pregnant in the club, okay, what you having, girl? Yeah? What you gonna name it?
I'm with the shits.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm DJing at the club now and I actually saw a pregnant girl in there, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with her a little bit.
Exactly. Don't let your water break.
But she's like, I'm
dancing.
like a week away from my due date.
Is there a doctor in the house?
But you know what's funny too is a lot of times if I see it, like I don't assume like any woman's pregnant now anyway.
Because some people just
they just consume like that.
That's true. So we wouldn't even be able to tell if they're pregnant or not.
I used to feel like if it was perfectly round, then yes, that's it. But there's a few beer bellies that really are like that. You just got the perfectly round pregnant belly. It's like, well, can't go by that anymore.
So we not.
And don't ask them because they'll get mad.
You sure don't. And then that's the last thing you want to do is like call somebody out in the club like, hey, to the pregnant girl in the back. You're like,
she ain't even right. The only way you can find out is like, what you drinking? And then he'll be like, they not drinking. Be like, okay.
Yeah, but if they do drink and they are pregnant,
then you're like,
then you just
Take one.
Fucked up the baby, and it's all your fault.
They're like, it's not them drink.
How could you dare give a pregnant lady a drink? Depends on what kind of drink it is. What you said? It depends on what kind of drink it is.
Speaking of drink, my drink gone.
Oh, okay.
Which means that must be the end of the episode.
Woo!
So, it's been good. guess we'll see y'all next week.
All right. Cheers. Cheers.